Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. What's going on? Have you been seeing that full moon? I saw it last night, last couple of nights. It's so pretty. So pretty. I hope I get to sit out there with it for a little bit. I don't know what full moon they're calling it this time, but it is fun. And I think I'll remember to take my crystals out there tonight so they can soak up some full moon energy. My little dog, or he's not little, my dog's laying here by my side. Hi, Gina M. Thanks for being here. Tonight is our Asking Spirit Spiritual Questions night. So I can't wait to see what kind of questions y'all have. There's several other, oh, it's a strawberry moon. Thank you. I thought it had some kind of a name. There's several other YouTube live streams going on. So I don't know how many people we will have here with us tonight. So whatever, we'll see. I'm comfortable. Oh, I see that my door is in the way of my altar. There. Strawberry moon. I think I'll Google that while we're sitting here. Strawberry. I can't spell. Full moon. The strawberry moon is the name given to the full moon that occurs in June, typically around the summer solstice. It is named for the strawberry harvest season, as Native American tribes in North America used to harvest strawberries when the full moon appeared in June. This year's strawberry moon peak illumination is at June the 25th at 3:44. That was this morning. Show more. The strawberry moon, let's see, we heard all of that already. The strawberry moon can appear with a slightly reddish hue, especially when viewed low on the horizon due to atmospheric scattering of sunlight. This year is particularly noteworthy because it coincides with a rare phenomenon called a major lunar standstill. This means the moon will be unusually low in the sky, making it appear very large. Ah, I'm loving it. That is terrific. Hi, Craig Dixon. Thanks for being here. Thanks so much. Yeah, there's some other live streams going on, so I'm thankful for each and every one of you that have come to join me here. So last time I did spiritual questions, I had some made up in advance, but I failed to do that today, but I can always Google some. But I can't wait to see what kind of spiritual questions you have. And my guides have already told me that they are here and that they want to talk to you. And the angels, I believe the angels are here too. Because when the angels come in, I feel this throbbing, tingling down in my right leg by my shin. And I was feeling that just before we came on. So I think that's the angels. Isn't that funny? Kind of funny stuff goes on. I hear my shaman song from the land of sky blue waters. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What time zones are you in, you guys? I'm on the central time zone. You probably know that. It's probably on my YouTube video title. So are you on the East Coast, the West Coast, Mountain Time? Yeah, it's a fun song. An old beer commercial from the 60s. It's so hilarious. But I knew right away when I heard it what it meant. Because the day before I heard the song, I had asked for spirit guides for my shamanic journeys. Greg's in Mountain Time. Gina says it's 1 a.m. Oh, really? 1 a.m. You're usually asleep? Well, I hope you get some sleep, but I'm also happy to have you here. 1 a.m. I had that kind of a night last night. I wanted to go to sleep real bad because I was going to have a lot to do today, but I couldn't sleep. Greg says, I still remember the black and white bear. I don't remember that. Was that in the commercial? I don't remember that. Do 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 do. I think that was Ham's beer. I don't know if they still make Ham's beer. Okay. I don't know if I can find that on YouTube or not. I might be able to see the old Ham's beer commercial. Waltzing Matilda, the Aborigine guides are here too. I'm hearing them. They're giving me that song. My dog just let out a big sigh like, oh, she's on there again. Less attention for me, the dog says. She's a very lovey dog. She likes to get a lot of attention from me. Well, let's see if we can think up some spiritual questions. Sometimes I just don't have questions. So I'm going to Google spiritual questions to ask yourself. Okay, let's find some spiritual questions. Oh, this isn't what I had in mind. It's about asking things about your own growth. Oh, now I'm thinking about Mighty Mouse. That's in a totally different direction. Oh, okay. That didn't help. Clara sends you this song, Japanese Sandman, when it's time to go to sleep. Really? Really? That is so fun. I remember a Mr. Sandman song, but it wasn't Japanese. Sandman. How nice. How nice. Well, let me just ask if my guides and angels want to bring a message before we start giving them questions. Let's do that. I know we are very few in number tonight, but that's just fine with me. I'm comfortable with it. So that's good. Oh, let's see what we get. I'm still hearing that song. I've already done my little prayers and things that I do before I started on here. And I hope I'm not talking too soft, but it's just quiet in my house right now. Well, the air conditioner just turned off. You'll probably hear my air conditioner run off and on, so sorry about that. Now they're singing that Mr. Sandman song to me. I closed my eyes and I heard, Mr. Sandman, send me your dreams. Well, I guess my brain may have done that, but that's funny. My dear guides and angels, may we please receive a message from you tonight? What would you like to say to our little group that's gathered here together to be with you? We are so glad to see you. It doesn't matter how few or many there are, everyone counts. Everyone is special. Everyone counts. Everyone is needed. You are one part of the whole. And if you are missing, the whole is not complete. Every piece is special. We are here tonight to gather together to talk. They said have some laughs. To experience experience to experience joy, kindness, and understanding. That's not the way of the world, is it? Doesn't seem to be. But it is the way of those who are enlightened. And we see you and celebrate you. We heard you talking about the full moon. And yes, it's lovely, isn't it? It might be a little bit pink, but it might not, but whichever. It is lovely. Some of us have lived human lives and we know what it's like. Some of us have not been on the earth in human bodies. But we share a love of the Father with you and of life itself. We like to spend human time, the time you seem to be in. With you, it is special to us. And let us proceed with the questions. Thank you so much. Craig says, I saw a black shadow in my house about springtime of 2009. Another reader said it was an energy of William Randolph Hearst. Creepy. I didn't know if this was true. I told him to leave. Wow, what in the world was he doing there? Annie Bear posted something. That's my YouTube notification noise. Japanese Sandman song is from the 20s. It's on YouTube. The black and white bear commercial is there too. Okay. Thanks, Craig. I keep hearing their songs. Let me see. You guys think, and I'll think, and together we'll come up with some spiritual questions. Right now, I'm wishing I would have wrote them down in advance, but of course I didn't. Because that's how I roll. I don't roll very well. Oh, what a comfortable, nice evening. Ooh. Just trying to clear my mind. No worries, no hurries. Peace and love, kindness and understanding, harmony and compatibility, kindness and understanding. Moving to the fifth dimension very soon. Sometimes we are in the fifth dimension. Well, Gina, I just thought of one for myself, so maybe this will give you a hint. Uh-oh, now I forgot it. Let me try to bring it back up in my mind again. I forgot it. I'm a codfish. Oh, no, I know. A lot of people want to know. I hear people ask this question. Can the spirits, souls who are dogs and cats, reincarnate in a human body and have a human life? So let's ask that. I'm going to write that down in the comments. Can a dog or cat soul reincarnate as a human in a human life on Earth? There's one spiritual question. Let's see, what can another one be? How many lifetimes does a soul have to experience to be a spirit guide? Okay. Let's see, can we come up with another one? Hmm. Okay. This isn't exactly spiritual, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is the flat earth theory let's say does the flat earth theory have any basis? You have to make that song when you put your question in. Oh, there's got a little gnat flying around here. So let's see, another spiritual question would be, okay, yeah. Um, it's my little dog. I have to think, doggy. Don't touch me with that cold nose. I'm trying to think. Is the Father and the universe the same thing? Okay. We can get going with that. And if you guys post a question, I'll bring your question up. Okay, I'm going to star these. And I just want to say hi to any lurkers that might be out there. You are very welcome to lurk. That's just fine with me and with my guides. Thank you for being here. So let's put the first one up. And I bet you guys can come up with some better questions than I did. Sometimes I just have a really hard time thinking of questions. Spiritual questions. Let's see what my spirit guides have to say. I think my spirit guides will be the ones who will be bringing us the answers. But others can step in. It could possibly be the angels, but I think they'll let me know who is saying what. So let's see what happens. I felt like my chair was crooked. Dog or a cat? Can the dog or cat soul reincarnate as a human in a human life on Earth? Let's see. I already did my little prayers before I got started. I've been connected all day. Can a dog or cat soul reincarnate as a human? in a human life on earth. We are here. We will answer questions. Yes, indeed, we will. We like to talk about these things with you. We like to help you with your knowledge of what's going on in your world. The question about dogs and cats' souls. Dogs and cats have different souls than those who are in human bodies. This is difficult for those on earth to grasp the idea of. They are just as loved and treasured. However, there's a difference in the basis of the soul that occurred at their creation. They will be in the animal kingdom until we all come back together again with the Father. Thank you so much. And with that, my dog just cold nosed my arm. How about that? What do you think about that? Oh, I must have driven off a bunch of people because our lurkers are gone. I guess they didn't like what I was saying. Sorry. That's okay. Do 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 do. Well, sing Matilda. Okay, the next question I have is, how many lifetimes does a soul have to experience to be a spirit guide? How many lifetimes does a soul have to experience to be a spirit guide? Dear ones of love and light. How many lifetimes does a soul have to experience to be a spirit guide? It does not really matter. It is about where they are on their path. The number of lifetimes don't really affect that decision. It is a decision to be a spirit guide. They could be in training, so to speak, and watching from above, as you would say, learning from that point of view without being in a body or a lifetime. They can peer into your world. So we would say that the number of lifetimes does not affect it. And that is all. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I have a cat too that's outside. As soon as the weather gets warm, the cat wants to be outside pretty much all the time. It'll spend most of the night out there, but it comes in to eat and drink. And she's kind of jealous. I think the dog and the cat are jealous of each other. But the dog doesn't hurt the cat. The dog is scared of the cat, which I think is a shame because the cat's kind of a bully. So let's ask this question, my dear guides and angels. I'm interested in hearing what they have to say about this, because I don't believe in the flat earth at all, but I've heard a guy that's has a lot of experiences and very knowledgeable talk about things in a way that made me wonder, well, maybe there is something to the flat earth theory. So let's see. Does the flat earth theory have any basis in reality? Any basis in reality, dear ones of love and light? Who would like to step forward and answer this question for the people? We have heard of such a thing called the flat earth theory. Does this have any basis in reality? I have to try to quiet my mind so my mind doesn't decide to pop in there. I need to just hear what my guides want to say. We want to talk about this. It's important. You are right. There is something there, but those who speak of it don't have it right. It's complicated. And please tell us about this. What is it that you're talking about? Boy, I'm really going to have to listen. My dear guides and angels, what would you like to say about this flat earth theory? It is not really a flat earth because it is not real, it is an illusion. So in the grand makeup of things, the way the illusion of the earth is created, it does appear to be flat. But when you are in the illusion, it does appear to be round. I heard something about above your pay grade. Yes, we said that. It is something you won't understand. Most people will not understand while they are in this realm. The construct of the earth does appear to be flat, but it's meant to be experienced as a sphere when you are in it. Thank you so much. How interesting. Hi, Janitra. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Leah. Boy, look what happens when I close my eyes. Thank you for being here. Janitra, I got you starred. Barbara, I've got you starred. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad to see you too. Okay, we have a couple of questions that aren't spiritual in nature, but there's spiritual things going on around all that for sure. So I'll just take you in line as you come. So these will be all channeled messages tonight. I have the tarot cards laying next to me, but we'll try to do just channeled messages tonight. When will all these unethical ice raids and drama surrounding this subside? I know that's something that is super upsetting. And I don't mean I don't mean that I don't care. I care deeply about it, but I try not to let myself, think about it a whole lot because all it does for me personally is cause me sadness and worry and stress, which does not help. And they've told me that things are going to be happening that when they do happen, I have to remain calm. I keep saying, remain calm, be calm. Don't get upset. And in that way, we keep our light. And they are looking for those who can to hold the light for the earth. Because those who are purposely causing us fear want us to be in fear. So we can defeat them by not being in fear. That's one way they can be defeated. So let's see what we get. My dear guides and angels, I ask that you would step forward to answer this question for Janitra. Thank you, Craig, for that. I've got you started. When will all these unethical ice raids and drama surrounding this subside? When, dear ones of love and light, when? When will this painful episode go away? I'm asking for someone in spirit to step forward and give us some information and guidance about this, and I would say some soothing to soothe our hearts and minds about this. It's very painful. How would you like to answer this question, dear ones of love and light? We would indeed like to answer this question. However, it is difficult because of all the free will. Making predictions is complicated because of all the free will. Look at all the players involved in the game. It doesn't seem like a game to you, but it is a game of the earth. Games that some who incarnate into the earth play. They are playing roles. They are playing their roles that they planned before they came here. To create chaos, but it is for a reason. In the long run, the end result will be of higher consciousness than it is now. Yes, people are suffering. Can you give us some idea how long, when these ice raids When will they be stopped? Not for a while, we can say. There will be much suffering. These people knew when they came on earth that they were going to be here for this purpose. Everything has a purpose. And that is true for this also. It will be some time, but it will end suddenly. And you will be surprised at the end result. Well, let me ask, will the ice raids end in 2025? I heard no, they will not. Ouch. Ouch. Will the ice raids end in 2025? No, they will not. But they will calm down. They will be reined in. They will be held back some. The cruelty will slow down. They're running in there with too much what you could call gusto at this time. A leader will take charge and pull that back to a more sensible level in 2025. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Janitra, thank you for your question. Let's see what we have next. I'm going to skip over my questions and go to your questions first. Hi, Barbara. Barbara asked, what is the spiritual lesson that Americans will learn at this chaotic time in history? Boy, is it ever. Boy, is it ever. I gather myself back from everywhere I've been, and I center myself into my heart, and I raise my awareness higher. It's a stream of light coming from the heavens, down through my heart, down through my legs, down deep into the earth. And I am so grounded. From heaven to earth they came. We are with you. From the land of sky blue waters. The question is, what is the spiritual lesson that Americans will learn at this chaotic time in history? Okay, the spiritual lesson. The spiritual lesson. What would you like to tell our dear ones? There are so many spiritual lessons in this chaotic time. I just was thinking there are 4. I believe they said there are 4 spiritual lessons. Interesting. I'm trying to let it flow. Yes, let it flow. Don't try, just let it flow. Spiritual lessons are hard to come by. And these chaotic times bring them forth faster, in a more rapid pace. It's hard on you, but it is helpful. We're sorry. You came here to help with this purpose because you are strong. You were certain of yourself. You knew you could help. You knew you could hold the light. And that's what we're asking you to do. Don't slip into the darkness, hold the light. That is why you are here. Those who join us on this channel, that is why you are here. You are what we would call, some call, light workers. The spiritual lessons, spiritual lessons. Spiritual lessons. What are the many spiritual lessons? Please may we know. One is to know how strong you are, because when you are through this, you will feel proud that you went through it with strength and dignity. Dignity is part of the lessons. Many people forget about dignity. Your natural self has dignity. Don't wrestle in the mud. Have dignity. Don't throw punches. Have dignity. Be above the fray. Be a leader. This is part of your lesson. In times that are coming, leaders are needed. And people will look to you for what you are doing and saying. What are the other spiritual lessons? What about the spiritual lessons? For each one they are different. We can't say that each one receives the same lesson. They don't. I just heard, you are so beautiful to me. That is the angels. The angels say that you are so beautiful to me. You will be learning of these things, because suffering through these chaotic times causes people to reach for what some call the Father, reach for your spiritual side. That's a rough way to get there, but it can cause people to speed up on their spiritual path. And that is all we can say right now. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for that, dear ones of love and light. Thank you for your question, Barbara. Leah says, quantum options to learn 4. And our next question is from Leah, and then the next question is from Craig. I'm so thankful that you guys are here with me. Thank you so much for joining. I wondered if anyone would come, and you did. Look at you. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Barbara. I hope that helped you. Leah is asking, dear ones of love and light, our dear guides and angels. Leah's guides and angels said they're here too. How can we get our nervous systems ready to be assisted by our star families? Hi, Lynn. Thank you for being here. Leah says, so happy I got to see you be in. You working like a dog? You working like a dog? I'm so sorry. I'm glad we got to see you. How can we get our nervous systems ready to be assisted by our star families? Well, let's just see what they have to say. I'll have to sit really quiet. Lynn, we're doing spiritual questions tonight. Rough. Leah, you're funny. Getting nervous systems ready to be assisted, by our star families. My dear guides and angels, I ask that someone would step forward and answer this question for our dear friend Leah. This question that she has been pondering, that is on her heart. What would you like to say to her about this? I just have to relax and let it flow, right? Let it flow. From the land of sky blue waters. I guess my shaman guides have something to say. We do have something to say indeed. They like to use that word indeed. We are here. We will assist you, your guides and angels. We assist you in all things and in all ways when you listen. Please try to listen. Be open-minded. Don't be closed to ideas you have. Sometimes ideas you have are tainted by others who meant no harm. They were led by someone to teach what they taught, to say what they said. Mistakenly. I heard the word mistakenly. Don't believe everything you hear. There are those who will gleefully lead you down the wrong path with no ill intent. I'm hearing the family of God. We are all of the family of God. The universe, the all that is. This is the only family. The ones you call star people are of the family of God, as you are. They live on a different planet, but they are of the family of God. We are shining a light on this subject, illuminating it for you. Please understand. We're here to help and to assist you. Each one will make their decisions of who to follow, who to believe. We recommend that you ask us, your guides, before you go down a certain path. To sit down quietly and ask, do you recommend I go down this path? We will help you think about it. We will give you ideas. That is all we can say at this time. Thank you. Leah says, beautiful messages. I will listen more from the Law of One. I like the Law of One too, yeah. Interesting messages. I'm so glad we're doing this. I need to look back up. I think I'm missing some questions. Leah says, I feel the place to be is in the heart. Yeah. Oh, Janitra, you had to step away to do some cleaning. Janitra says, I'm scatterbrained today. Hi, Kendra. Thanks for being here. I got you started, Lynn. From the land of sky blue waters. Okay. Love you, Leah. Thanks for being here. Okay, our next question on the list is Craig and then Lynn. Craig, let's see what we get for you here. Thanks for being here. Here's a spiritual question, Brenda. Craig says, when Claire stepped in and saved my life, she said it was easier to step into my being, like living vicariously through my experiences. Craig says, I'm here, thank you. Is this true? When Claire stepped in and saved my life. Craig, did Claire step in into this lifetime and save your life in this lifetime? I think that's right. So I'm kind of getting mixed up about the other story of when you and Claire were both soldiers and you were soldiers together. But this happened in this lifetime as Craig Dixon. She saved your life more than once? I think the angels saved my life the other day. I think they saved me from having a little car accident. Maybe not my life, but I think they saved me from being in a little car wreck. Do, 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 do. When Claire stepped in and saved my life, she said it was easier to step into my being, like living vicariously through my experiences. Is this true? Oh, in 2000, you almost drowned? Oh, man. Wow. Well, my mind starts trying to think, now, how in the world are they going to answer this? But I need to knock it off and just be quiet. Let it flow. Let it flow like a river, they said. Let it flow like a river in my soul. She grabbed my head by my hair. Dear ones, Clara told Craig that it was like living vicariously through my experiences, stepping into his being. Is this true? What did you have? Craig's very curious about this, my dear guides and angels, Craig's guides and angels. Clara, who wants to step forward and answer this question for Craig about, oh, what jerked you out of the bathtub? Wow. I'm trying to get a grip. I'm trying to consolidate the question in my mind, but Spirit knows what you're asking, so I need to stop it. Dear ones of love and light, can you please tell Craig about this question that he has? Yes, we can. It is very interesting. She does sometimes live vicariously through your being. You allowed it. You had an agreement before you came in this lifetime that she would be allowed to do that. You both thought it sounded like fun. So there have been and there will be times this happens when she lives vicariously through you, the one known as Craig. She won't take advantage of it, however. She is very discerning about the situation. And only when necessary, not just for fun. She wouldn't take over your life or your body. She wouldn't take away your free will. She is trustworthy and true. But these things were anticipated before you came into this lifetime, and there was an agreement, a contract, so to speak. Well, thank you for that. Thank you. Craig says, I suddenly get more energy and strength when I need it, and I'm never afraid to. Very cool. And Craig says, it is fun. And very much so. I never trusted anyone like her, like I do her. Thank you. Let me go up a little higher and see if I missed anything else that I needed to see. Any questions? I know I have more questions starred. Pulled you out of the bathtub by your hair to save your life. Mm-hmm. Boy. Okay, our next question is from Lynn. Lynn, are you still with us? I think you are. Does Spirit have a message or guidance for the collective? Does Spirit have a message or guidance for the collective? From the land of sky blue waters, waltzing Matilda. Lynn is here. Thanks, Lynn. Our dear guides and angels, Lynn is asking the question, do you have a message or guidance that you'd like to speak to the collective at this time? because there's 9 of us here and we're listening. Crystal Ascension, what a beautiful name. She says, Craig, I have felt you as feminine at different times. You get an extra lovey-dovey hands, yellow heart. Oh, I think those are some emojis there. That's a message for you, Craig, from Crystal. Thanks for being here, Crystal. I thought it was a question at first. Guidance for the collective. Guidance for the collective. Dear ones of love and light, guides and angels, what would you like to say to the collective tonight while we have this opportunity? We are loving this opportunity to speak to you, and of course we have messages. We have many messages to speak of. However, there is a time constraint. So we will just say, we are here for you. Your guides and angels are here for you. I'm getting some energy in my neck. I just heard we're making you stronger. I think that was for me. We are lifting you up. Okay. Message for the collective. Teaching. Do you have a teaching for the collective tonight? Yes, we do. Flow. Let it flow. Love like a river. Let love flow like a river through your heart. Love is all there is. The all there is made of love. The all there is, the Father, the universe, God, is love indeed, as you have heard before in your lifetimes. In many lifetimes, God is love, you've heard. It is true. Just heard something about Moses. In Moses' lifetime. What about Moses? In Moses' lifetime, God was fear. God was feared. Some of you have been taught to fear God in this lifetime. We hope most of you know that isn't true. God is not to be feared. God would never hurt a single hair on your head. God is indeed love. Some don't believe there is a God. That's okay. You don't have to. He is there anyway. He's not really a he. It's an energy, an all-encompassing energy that is love. Everlasting, all-encompassing love. Love makes the world go round. Love one another. More of that needs to be happening in this world you seem to be in. Bring that forth. Bring that forth from your being, that love one another, camaraderie, all for one and one for all atmosphere have around you. Help one another. This is the brief message we wanted to share with you tonight. Thank you for listening. Cool. Thank you for that question, Lynn. Craig says, I'm retired military, definitely a guy. Crystal says, I am clairaudient. Let me see if I'm missing any questions. From the land of sky blue waters. I don't think I am. Okay. So, Crystal Ascension is just such a pretty name. What is that song? I think he's bringing about this song from Crystal Blue Persuasion. That's what I was thinking of, Crystal Blue Persuasion. We got some more questions. Star, let's see what we have here. Oh, well, I think that was the last question. That was the last question I had starred. Let me see, I had a couple of questions. Let me see if I still want to ask any of them. Crystal Blue Persuasion. I can hear it. It's kind of a psychedelic time in music, wasn't it? Well, I think we've got all of our questions cleared. Barbara says, I love that song. Yeah, that's a neat memory thinking about that song. Okay, you guys. I just couldn't be more pleased that you came and joined me here. So, truly, Crystal says, yeah, I'm a vintage hippie. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, I've been on here for a little over an hour and I'm just tickled pink that you came and joined me. You are so welcome, Lynn. And I really enjoyed this and I think it's highly interesting. And I think that I will just go ahead and set up Wednesdays to be my live YouTube's day of the week. On Wednesdays at 2 Central Time, we'll have the card readings and sometimes channel messages for your questions. And Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, we'll have the Asking Spirit Spiritual Questions. And the last time I did this, I think I had it on a Monday morning, and hardly anyone could be there. So I'm just really happy. I'm really super happy. So my dog went to sleep. It's my dog's bedtime. Well, I love you guys so much. I'm going to get out of here and go settle down and watch something pleasant on the tube. And I just hope you all have a great night. Oh, I wanted to ask you, did you see that my short I put up, it was 1 or 2 days ago, about having morning coffee out in my patio? Got like 1.4K views. It just went zoom, it just went out there. So that, I was tickled pink about that too. That doesn't ever happen. Thank you, Barbara. Okay. I'm not good about getting off here. I keep piddling around and talking more. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for being here. Love you so much. Be seeing you, Crystal. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, everybody. See you soon. Love you all. And remember that Jesus said in the Course in Miracles that angels always hover near. You are surrounded by angels. They're above you, they're in front of you, they're under you, they're beside you. Angels always hover near. Oh, sorry, I needed to make that question go away. I am bad about forgetting and leaving a comment up there. Probably embarrasses you. Bye-bye.